Hello, and we're going to talk about how to navigate through our Woodport price book. And what I'm going to show you is how to get some net price points out of the book here. Now, just keep in mind that as far as today's purposes, the list pricing that's reflected in this video may not reflect the price points that you get in your future books. Just FYI. So we're going to be sending this out electronically for the newest version, the 2021 version, and any other updated versions. If you want a physical copy, we can send that to you as well. But for today, we're going to look at the electronic version, and a couple things right out of the gate for looking through the book. Again, pretty standard as far as looking at the index to how to navigate through everything as well. We're going to be doing a couple examples today, so if you want to bear with me here, we'll try to get through it as quick as we can. So right out of the gate, we talk about our interior and exterior warranty, and again, this has a lot of very useful information. This is when it talks about overhangs, what the formula is for the overhangs. It talks about humidity. It talks about handling as far as storing the doors, prep sanding, finishing the doors, all that fun stuff. And we definitely want to encourage you to take a look at this, especially if you're going to be having your customer finish this out in the field. We talk about the type of primer that we have down on the shop floor, the pre-prep sanding that we need anybody to do outside of us, and then the finishing itself. So we talk quite a bit about that because we want to make absolutely sure that you guys out in the shop or your customers are following this to the T. And as you know, if you've seen our door codes from our acknowledgments, the next couple pages just kind of breaks it down as far as how to understand our door code. Now, it doesn't really mean too much to you, and because we give you the description with it. Just a little fun fact on every single door that we manufacture, you'll see that door code actually stamped on the top of the door. We talk about that on one of our other videos in the website section, under the website section here. And we do have additional warranty items, again, listed at our website. But going back to the price book. So again, it's just kind of breaking down all of our door codes if you want to try to follow along. How we're going to calculate, this is what we're going to talk about today. You're going to see the list price and then any additional modifications we want to make to that particular door, times your multiplier that you've been provided by your sales rep, giving you the overall net cost for yourself. So I'm going to be skipping ahead a little bit just to show you a couple different things here for examples. So on page 21, I'll zoom in a little bit for you. So the raised panel door section, and we break down the book into different sections as far as raised panel, flat panel, French, louver, etc. So I'll try to touch on a few of these here. But it's pretty easy. I'm going to show you a couple neat things that we did. Again, we're in the raised panel section, select alder. On the next page, we wanted to keep all the species together. So I'm going to take, instead of the interior version, now I have the exterior version. Same concept. You'll notice the list prices have changed. So again, 3-panel, I want a 2.8. Now that's my new list price. That's my new starting point. And again, now you notice different adders in here, everything that we can do from side lights to transoms, and again, down here in the hanging, if you choose for us to hang it. Down here, we actually have a fire rating section for our doors. Woodport's licensed to machine and hang 20-minute fire rated doors. So if you need something that's fire rated, garage to home, something like that, we do have the capabilities to get that for you and hang it for you. The next thing, I'm going to skip up to page 90, the flat panel section. And I chose primed because prime's pretty big right now as far as the 1, 3 panel and the 5 panel, from what I've noticed. Same concept. Let's say I want a 1 panel and I want a 3.0, 262 times my multiplier, done. There's some other neat things that we can do with these doors. However, let's say I want to make this into a barn door. Barn door trend's still going on. I roll down to my adders down here, so I look at my crossbuck adders. There's a single and there's a double, and I can choose between a Z pattern or a W pattern. So if I want to make this 1 panel door, this 3.0, my 262, I want to make it a Z pattern. I add my 250 times your multiplier, done. And again, we have the pre-hanging options listed below it. And just like the other sections, on the back of that page is the exterior version of that door. Now, I've had other questions. We're going to go back to the flat panel prime door because you're looking at, let's say, a 3 or a 5 panel contemporary glass door now. Not with the bars and uprights, but with your regular 4 3/8 cross rails going across to give you that nice clean cut contemporary look. We do have an additional page in here to show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do for this, let's say I'm going to have a 3.0, and I'm going to look at my list price point of 324. So my 324 is my starting point, right? On page 94 is our adders into making that now like a contemporary glass door. So we had the 5 light, and you can see here, this is what the different adders would be for the clear, the frost, etc. And you're wondering what the different groups are for these higher adders. Well, right below it, it shows you what the lead time is for that particular type of custom glass, along with what's in each classified under each category. So again, we're going to start with our 5 panel flat as a starting point, and then if we want to make into contemporary glass door, we go to page 94 or a couple pages down and add in our glass. The next couple things I wanted to show you briefly is our French section. So you can see our French section here. It talks about 5 lights, 10 lights, 15 lights, etc., etc., etc. Now, if I wanted an 8 light, by example, I'm going to choose the next size up, so that category would fall under the 10 light section. If I wanted a 12 light, that would fall under the next section, which would be a 15, etc., etc. So, same concept as the different adders here. Let's say I want a 3.0 and I wanted a full view. This is my starting point, $389, and I want it to be it's pretty popular, plus 250 times my multiplier, gets you your cost. And again, on the back of this page now, there's additional adders down below, again, but on the back of this page, now you have the pre-hang section for it. The last couple of pages I want to show you is towards the back of the book. 186, it shows you jam and stop pricing. Now, if you need some legs or you need some stop or something along that, we do have that option to sell you those particular legs or stops. Again, veneer wrapped, wood core, solid wood, between the different sizes listed between here. We do some custom jam widths as well. And then your stops. So again, take this times your multiplier to get you your per leg cost. The next couple pages I wanted to show, if you're a new customer, towards the back of the book, here is your application. Have this filled out, and we will take care of you as far as setting you up in our system to become a full-fledged customer of Woodport Doors. Then on the very, very back, we look at a claims request. If there's anything that needs replacement because of something that failed out in the field, it's pretty standard, our date, who you are, and then of course your sales rep will be looking at this with you. The door code on the top of the door, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, and again you'll see it on your acknowledgement underneath the description or by a description. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my quantity, whatever that door code is, and let's say I have a style, so under the part code A, I'm going to put that A under parts, and then the reason, let's say there's a delamination, so I'm going to put 1. The sales order number that's affiliated to, that's your acknowledgement. And then your sales rep will take care of the rest as far as what the credit is due. That information we'll need along with some verified pictures of the defect itself. And again, we do talk about that in our video section as far as warranty and how to submit a defect in credit form. So let me know if you have any questions. J. Wilcox, WILCOX at woodportdoors.com. Thank you.